allihopa! Welcome back to Gröna Soffan. I am of course Östen, your gröna dam. Have you realized that this very hot summer we've had is coming to an end? Maybe you've been enjoying it. I personally have not. I am very much looking forward to layer season. Some people may call it spooky season, but I feel like it's the time when my birthday is, when my power returns to its maximum capacity and I can start wearing everything in my wardrobe again. Now, being a huge textile nerd, I have a lot of homemade stuff in my wardrobe. And I thought it might be fun now at the cusp of autumn to go through what I've made myself, and I don't know, maybe some of you will get inspired to make your own first sweater or start knitting at all. Maybe some of you pick up a UFO and say, oh my god, I'm gonna finish this so I can wear it for autumn as well. Or something along those lines. Maybe you just wanna go out and thrift a really cool knitted sweater because it's fun to have. Just look out for moths, okay? Secondhand things, put them in the freezer first. So without further ado, this is a closet tour of my knitted homemade stuff.
We start out with this one, which is known as the Follies of Youth. First off, I didn't have a pattern for it, even though it's based on the Aran jumper St. Bridget by Alice Starmore. I figured out how to knit this jumper from a picture which didn't even show the whole jumper, so I'm pretty proud of that one. And I also spun the yarn myself. It's twine too, so double the work. However, that makes it quite itchy and I don't get much use of it because I overheat easily, but I have brought it for winter evenings when you get really cold, and it's very good for those. This you might recognize if you know me from TikTok because it's my textile history jumper. I started making it along with a friend when I worked at the yarn shop. We decided we wanted to do a sweater together to match. I am the only one that finished mine, even though my friend did get how to do the lace in the end. But yeah, it's called Legendse if you're looking it up from Sandnes. This is my Bruenland sweater, or the long haul, called so because I grew so bored of the pattern in the end. But it's from an original from the Nordic Museum from this book Sticka med hemslöjden, and I did it in the quality svensk ull from Järbo when that came out, which is supposedly made from all Swedish wool, even though it's not spun in Sweden, but you know, the wool industry sweater. We like that. This is my burgundy mistake, also known as the tragedy because it's based on the collection Trär by Cecilia Skog. And as you can see, I even though I had the pattern, I messed up the neckline. That's just something that happens, and I think it has a bit of a 15th century look. I don't hate it. It's steeked, so it's got this nice ribbon on the inside, which I think matches the outside as well. Keeping on the trend of naming and shaming Östen's knitting mistakes, this is my faux Icelandic sweater. The yarn is too thin to be an actual Icelandic sweater, but I still like it. It has nice color combinations. I think I picked them. It's a bit tight under the armpits, but well, the grey yarn is one that I got from the Swedish Wool Championship, so I'm still gonna wear it, okay? Oh, this is green sleeves. For obvious reasons, I should think. It's a little bolero that I made after going to Halmstad to visit Legendse design at her shop there. If you don't know Legendse, Moa is an amazing knitting, crochet designer and yarn dyer, and I got this hand-dyed silk mohair yarn from her. Since it wasn't a lot of it, I made a tiny pattern for myself, but I love the way it looks, I love the lace, it's one of my favorites. Oh, this is my Eucenue sweater. It's a traditional binge pattern, which comes from Holland as well, so you know. Oh, don't look at my shame, I didn't fasten the inside, I'm sorry. Anyway, this is another reconstruction from only a picture at Digitalt Museum, so it's not in the copyrights, I think. But yeah, I did this a week when I first started uni, I didn't do any studying, and I didn't really finish it since the edges are still raw, as you can see. This is the mitten cardigan. Why would a mitten be a cardigan? Well, I saw a pair of Estonian knitted mittens at a friend's house in the winter times, and I was so stricken by the beautiful star pattern that I just had to make a cardigan out of it. I have redone this like 5 times. I frogged it so many times that by the time this fit was okay, I just decided to let it be its imperfect self, and I wear it, even though it looks very Christmassy, almost all year round. This is my peer pressure cardigan. It's a Siri from Linnea Öhman. You can get one on Ravelry if you want. When I worked in the aforementioned yarn shop, everyone wore this, and I just felt peer pressure to make one too, even though I went away from the pattern a bit by also incorporating the pattern in the sleeve ends. And that's all of my sweaters and cardigans that I've made for now. We'll see if we get some more.
Soon, my precious, soon. Did you like that? I did. So yeah, that's my homemade wardrobe, or at least the woolen part of it. If you want to see some more of it, you could comment down below and I might make this into a series. Or say anything else that you would like to see from me. Maybe a bit of craft ASMR, I've been thinking about doing that. And if you want to comment one project that you're working on that you should maybe pick up again, that's been lying around for too long, since now you can actually start knitting without sweating your fingers off, that'll be cool too. And otherwise, I will see you around. Ha det fint!